Alright people, let's do this 2 more times. Welcome to the Atarangi. We're playing Fancy Pants Adventures and we're gonna be reviewing Spiderverse, the second one.
Indeed.
Let's start off with our old spoiler-free section.
So first, the visuals.
Yeah, the first one had a very nice comic style to it. This one takes it up to 11 and has like a bunch of different styles for each of We're going to a bunch of universes, each one gets his own art style.
Own fart style?
Yeah. You got a problem?
Indeed.
Yeah.
You got a problem with that?
I love how when the movie started I was like, wait, am I in the right movie? Because it doesn't start, I don't think it starts in the it starts with Gwen's universe, right?
Yeah, it starts in the painted universe. But we're in the spoiler-free section, right?
Yes, so what?
Yeah.
Don't talk
so
then
don't
about
spoil.
what could be seen as a spoiler for someone.
Music is consistent with the previous one.
Indeed.
I hear a lot of people quit whilst working on this movie, which is unfortunate. Why is that not working? Why is this microchip not working?
Defective?
Is there a like swap pencil mode button?
I don't think so. There we go.
Oh yeah!
There we go, kills himself. I wasn't sure what to expect of this movie,
Well, I was expecting to have fun watching it.
but I'm glad that it turned out well.
He's shooting!
For those who like watching movies in one go, wait for the second part, I guess.
Yeah, it's a two-parter.
Yeah, it's a two-parter.
Which is kind of sad, but it also makes sense. I mean, animated movies take a long time to make, so...
This is already the longest animated movie ever as is, so...
We are trying to tell a big story. It's a good story.
Yeah,
It's fun
there's
to
no
watch.
real scenes that I would have cut, so I wouldn't know how to make this shorter.
Yo, maybe our cinema will like play both parts right after each other.
We don't have a cinema yet.
I know.
Subscribe to this channel to get us to earn money to open a cinema.
Indeed!
With your small donation, with your small donation of $3 million, we too can open a cinema.
Yeah, we just need a small loan of $3
No,
million.
not a loan. We need a small donation.
Or $3 million.
Not a loan, because you need to pay a loan back. We don't want to pay you back.
We're not
Depends.
paid, Shadow Legends.
Depends who gives you the loan.
Alright, I don't think we have much non-spoilery stuff to say, so here's the scoring sheet and let's move on.
And go watch the movie. It's
Yeah,
good.
Yeah,
go
and
watch.
give me pictures of Spider-Man.
No,
Which one?
Yes.
Charles
you-
point
you,
out all
me?
of them. The market is saturated with Spider-Man pictures, but nobody wants pictures anymore of Spider-Man.
I've seen so many Blender tutorials to do all of the different styles.
Yeah. Now we're in the spoiler section now, right?
Yes,
Yosh.
indeed,
I like the part where they all pointed at each other.
indeed. And I like the Spider-Man T-Rex. I have so many questions.
He's
Was
from
it
the
is it
comics.
Like, is it like a society of dinosaurs, or is it like a dinosaur that was like, you know, a la Jurassic Park, and then like a radioactive Spider-Man bit the T-Rex and like radioactive Spider-Man T-Rex, and everybody is like, who could it
A
be?
radioactive Spider-Man bit a T-Rex. Miguel O'Hara out here biting. He does try to bite the vulture from Da Vinci universe in this scene here. Which makes sense, by the way, because Miguel O'Hara has paralyzing venom.
Nice.
So he was just gonna paralyze the vulture to take him with him.
To take him with him to where? Disneyland?
Yes.
to his base. Miguel O'Hara in the base.
Here we go. The base.
I have no idea how to proceed.
You need to go left.
In the trailer.
I come from the
like
left, Shrimly.
Shrimply. In the trailer,
Yes.
it looked like the spot was gonna be a joke, and he is.
In the
But it
beginning.
does. In the beginning. But it turns into an actual like serious threat.
Yeah, I like how awkwardly the spot moves.
Yeah. It's fun to see.
And near the end, the awkwardness is used to make him look like unnerving and unnatural.
Yeah. Because he is a natural.
He does like this cool slap here, where he removes 3 Spider-Men from existence real quick. And after that, he does this freaky walk to Miles.
Freaky.
Nah, it's not this way, simply. That's where I come from.
We learned some stuff about.
Sure, I think you just need to go up and over and...
No, because I can just be up from the start. There might be more, but there's always more.
There we go.
Ah, I was right.
No, you weren't.
I was right for going go left. And you roll through them.
Yes. That's how that works.
Indeed.
Yeah, Barry, you were saying?
The universe, like we learned some stuff about them. They actually have the history. Take the Marvel history as well. That's just a death trap. You should have known that. But they actually like take the Marvel movies into account as well.
Yeah! Gravity. Yeah,
Even
they
having
mentioned
characters
the Marvel movies shortly.
Yeah.
The door.
What's fun? The door!
Damn, this song slaps.
Indeed.
Just like the songs from the movie.
Just like this segue to our sponsor.
I think you need to fill them up, yeah.
No!
The music in the movie slaps, but yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I love how Hobie breaks that barrier.
Just
Shield,
guitaring through.
Oh yeah!
We're talking about
Sunglasses.
Hobie. I need to put on my cool sunglasses.
Yeah, now we can officially talk about him.
Yeah, Hobie Brown is a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's fun.
Like,
Also,
I think he's the best character in the movie.
yeah, his line thickness also changes every scene.
Yeah, and his vest, guitar, and himself are all 3 on way different frame rates from each other.
Yeah, what's hilarious.
He also keeps changing colors multiple times per scene.
Doesn't
Yeah,
believe in consistency.
I don't believe in consistency.
I would love to go to his universe.
His universe is just Britain. Just go there.
Yeah.
Well, I've been there twice this year, but I mean like the actual like weird colors and stuff. I like it. It's funky.
His universe is just small Britain. There's nothing there.
There is a door over there.
Next to it.
I also love how quickly he goes. It's a metaphor for capitalism.
Yeah.
Like he's an actual punk and I like that.
He's a
Yeah.
British punk.
Punk.
You're a punk.
No. I'm the father's root of being a punk.
Fun fact, in his own universe, the Green Goblin, that's Osborn, ends up taking over the world, and Hobie leads a rebellion.
Oh yeah. So he's resisting everything.
He actually fights in a straight-up war. Like Hobie Brown kills people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In fact,
That's
I
to be
think
expected.
he kills the police chief in his canon event. I think that's why he responds so like, yeah, what of it? Like, I think he accidentally kills the police chief in his universe. I also like to go back to the start. So we start with Spider-Gwen. Some people say to cut the 20-minute Spider-Gwen opener. I think it's very important to have that, to have Spider-Gwen's character arc. Like, why at the start she doesn't really help Miles, and at the end she starts a rebellion. Like, that part is really important.
Indeed.
Not only that, like,
Because Miles teaches her to go talk to her dad.
yeah, and okay, Miles hasn't does that himself. He tries to do that at the end of the movie.
Well, he does it multiple times, just not properly yet.
Yeah, but like it's really interesting because if you don't have the part where Gwen, you know, where Spider-Gwen gets revealed to her father, then like what's the point of
Spider-Gwen being there at all.
Spider-Gwen being there at all, and just, you know, she develops over the movie in kind of the same way that Miles does. And, you know, them like growing together is, I think, a very important part of the movie.
Yeah. I also really love the art scenes in Spider-Gwen's dad being red and blue when he finds out that she's Spider-Woman. And she's like completely shaded red. And then when he chooses to just be a cop and like ignore his dadness because he can't make a decision, he goes all blue, like he chose a side. And when she talks to her dad and the dad reveals that he has quit the police force,
She's genuinely happy.
She's genuinely happy, and the whole universe turns white.
Yeah, because he's safe from a canon event, so.
Yeah, for now at least.
Well, that one at least. So yeah, that's. I think we definitely need to keep that that 20-minute section at the beginning.
Very important.
Yeah.
I think the Da Vinci vulture is one of the coolest things to see.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the funniest
Visually, it's stunning as well. So.
He has a cool accent as well.
Yeah.
Miguel tries to bite him. Some people think that's like a villain reveal, but Miguel O'Hara from the comics bites people. He has paralyzing venom.
Question: we see a Da Vinci enemy. Do we see a Da Vinci Spider-Man?
I
don't think so. He might be somewhere in the background, but that is.
No, I don't think
but
so.
I haven't seen him.
I think they would have sent Da Vinci Spider-Man to get Da Vinci Vulture.
Like how I understand the Spider Society thing. Basically, every Spider-Man except from like the Marvel.
Yeah, basically every Spider-Man that has had canon events or is about to have them is in the Spider Society.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because Indian Spider-Man is in there because he's about to have his canon event.
Okay, interesting.
And they're actively trying to have him have his canon events.
Indeed.
Which is kind of sad that they're actively letting people die.
Yeah, but they believe they physically have to.
Yeah, because they are like, yeah, or else like
Or else?
universe explodes and then more people die.
I hope Miles can prove them wrong.
Yeah, I really think Miguel is wrong. I mean, he has one data point.
At first, we thought Miguel might be a fake, but I don't think that any longer.
I think he's like misguided in something.
I think he's just lying.
Either he's a fake or he's just very misunderstood.
like it can be that just like in the next movie, like there was like someone else working behind the scene, and it was actually that dude that like brought the universe down.
It was the doctor.
What if the Spot can just time travel?
Yeah, that. I mean, he can move through universes. Who said he can travel through time? I mean,
Actually, Miguel O'Hara complains about the Spider-Man and
Doctor Strange.
the Doctors from from the Marvel movies.
from indeed.
What makes him think that they are not the ones responsible for all this stuff?
Because they're responsible for other stuff.
Yeah, but that might be related.
Ow.
How I see it, the Marvel movies and this movie trilogies, I'm gonna say, they are indirectly connected to each other. Like, we are in the same multiverse, but for the rest, nothing.
I mean, we also go to the Venom movie in this one.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah, the Chinese lady in the store the Spot goes to, that's live action, is from the Venom movie.
Yeah, it's from the Venom.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
That I found hilarious, to be fair.
Yeah, most certainly.
Yeah,
What?
that's true, she's from the Venom movie, yeah. I thought I recognized that scene actually.
Spider-Man
so
India is
detailed.
also a lot of fun.
Yes.
He has a way better design in this than he had in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Also, his
That I don't
costume has symbols on it from all different parts of India.
Indeed.
Because there's major culture differences between different parts of India.
That I do not know.
I looked it
I
up.
mean,
I do
mean-
not.
even in the place we live, Barry, there are massive cultures.
Yeah, they're not that big where we live.
Like 5 meters from each other.
There's mainly big accent differences.
Yeah, that too. But also like a little bit of food things and other things.
Yeah, but the cultural differences are for other reasons. In India, I think it's mostly an Indian population, whilst over here we have a very mixed population.
Population!
I'm not getting into because
Yeah, it's groovy enough.
Politics.
but I don't mind, you know. I like just going for a 5-minute walk and being able to eat any food
I like
I
chai
want
tea.
and having it be good quality.
I like chai tea.
Yeah, me too.
What
like
did
chai
And
you
then
say?
bread, I also like it.
Chai tea!
Chai tea!
I love the
cream
part where the
coffee,
Spot also goes, ooh, I love chai tea. And then he just goes, no! And he gets cut off by a portal. I also love that he uses like a little yo-yo thing as a weapon. That's actually a thing different Indian deities hold in their statues.
That sounds fun.
That sounds interesting.
Also, the India universe is in the style of a lot of comics that are made in India.
Oh yeah.
And a bit of Bollywood flashiness combined.
Always
Yeah.
have some Bollywood flashiness. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of Bollywood flashiness.
Miguel O'Hara's universe is in the style of like futuristic architectural drawings.
Indeed.
Which makes sense because it's futuristic architectural stuff.
Yeah.
Which I really like that space elevator and the fighting on the space elevator.
I
That
like
is really interesting.
I like how more Miles gets away, how more desperate O'Hara gets to get him. Like, he gets
Yeah.
more and more aggressive. Also,
Yeah, which
I
is why
don't know
he's
if...
trying to
yeah.
rip open the portal when...
Yeah. I don't know if you
Miles is
noticed, by the way,
getting
he
out of
also
the
gets
universe.
more pale. He gets more pale and he gets like dark circles around his eyes.
Well, he's a vampire.
Well, he shouldn't be.
Is wat?
But I also need to point out there's evil vampires in some of the Spider-Man spiderverse comics. So he might still be a fake.
Right, we shall see.
Because there's
I'm
evil
still
there's evil vampires that eat Spider-Man essence in some of the Spider-Verses.
I am going with the vampire stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That also would explain why his nearest Spider-Man that help him are not real Spider-Man. Like, neither Ben Reilly or Spider-Woman, the one with the motorcycle, are bitten by spiders, which is supposed to be a canon event. And neither is the actual Miguel O'Hara.
Anyways, I cannot wait for the next part.
Indeed, it's going to be fun. It's going to be looking good.
Oh, I sure hope so. I hear a lot of animators quit on this movie due to harsh work conditions. But I don't know how much of that is true, because there's a lot of stuff going around like that. It's often true, but it's not always. I hear about 100 animators quit, but like there's also over 1,000 animators on this movie. So I don't know if that's actually a lot in most creative things.
Yeah, we just hear rumors, we don't know how true they are. And we have to own them. Of course.
No, we don't condone them, we condemn them.
We condemn.
And that's when the opposite happened.
Simul likes evil core.
Simly is a multi-million dollar CEO confirmed.
Oh no, my secret! I am actually a multi-million billionaire and have all the money to start the atarangi company for all this
Jeff
time.
Bezos, that you?
Simly has
No.
been Bobby Kotick this entire time.
Dum, dum, dum.
Bobby Kotick is the most overpaid CEO in America.
Yes.
Oh damn, boy!
Oh yeah!
Floom.
More health
And
plus.
with that, I think we will move on to the scoring sheet.
You think so?
Indeed.
Then we have a quick talk about it. Do I have anything left? Any theories or philosophies? Hakuna Matata.
I cannot think about something right now.
I just really like the spot.
Yeah.
If you need like more stuff to confirm you want to watch this movie, there's a lot of character compilations, like just scenes of this character, for example, on YouTube
Yeah.
that you can watch.
Like, things like, every,
You're currently gonna have a hard time finding it on the high seas, on any like safe high seas. So just watch it properly. Also, the movie deserves you to watch it properly. The reason we know it's hard to find on the high seas is because Barry wanted to take notes for this video
Yeah.
thing.
I usually watch the movies multiple times.
We watched the Mario
At least-
movie like 3 times in the theater.
I watched it 2 times in the theater and 1 time on the high seas.
Yeah. Eh?
But I want to support them, but I'm not gonna watch the same movie in the cinema 3 times because it's also difficult to take notes in the cinema.
Yeah, you can't
So,
just be taking notes in the cinema.
I can't like bring my laptop and start typing.
And while you are on the high seas, you can just pause and just rewatch a scene if you want.
Yeah. So that's why I use them.
I mean, you already paid to watch it 2 times, so...
If I have the movie physically, or if I can get it physically, I will of course purchase it. But
This game is groovy.
this game do be groovy.
Also,
Just-
I picked this game because there's usually spiders in it, and we haven't found a single spider.
This game is groovy, just like.
Groovy!
This segue to
LTTstore.com.
our end screen, scoring screen.
And thank you very much, past Klaus. Now, we're on the scoring sheet, so let's get straight into it. The visuals. Visuals of this movie are really good.
Indeed.
The style is there, the consistency is there, quality is there. Let's go a bit deeper in those. Our style, well, I mean,
Styles.
we've mentioned it before, there's many styles, but in most movies, if the style changes, that's a problem. In this movie, it's definitely on purpose.
Yeah, it's the point.
It's kind of the point.
Yeah. The only one we might want to point out is this scene here, where the go-home machine is used. Hobie Brown loses all of its effects, and he just turns into a normal 3D model. We don't actually think that's on purpose, and I think they missed that there.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, same for consistency. I mean, the movie is very consistent overall. Only the theme problem.
Quality is great.
And the quality is just outstanding, really.
Alright, let's rotate on to world building.
Indeed.
We finally get some information about, you know, the different universes and stuff,
Yosh.
which many people probably already had a bunch of information. Me, as being new to Spider-Man, Marvel in general, I had no idea. So it was nice to get some information about, you know, the multiverse and that sort of stuff. It's also pretty cool to see some canon events for like all of the Spider-Man. They played that
Which,
scene
of
pretty
course, Barry doesn't actually know the canon events because he doesn't actually know the Spider-Man story. So he doesn't know that that Uncle Ben happens every time. He doesn't know the police chief happens every time. Because it does happen to every version of Spider-Man, like every new version of Spider-Man.
Yeah, so it was interesting learning about that.
World building was better than in the previous one.
Indeed.
Yes. The story. I mean, the tone is there. Like,
It's a pretty intense tone.
Yeah, top.
yeah, and it goes not only for Miles, it also goes for Gwen.
Yeah.
That is one of the main things why that 20 minutes something like section in the beginning with Gwen needs to
Yeah.
be there, because that basically sets up the double tone that we have in the movie for both of the characters.
Yeah. So Miles and Gwen mirror each other in this movie.
Yeah. The point they're at, growing throughout the plot of their tone, that is different. But they have the same plot and the same tone,
Gosh.
and it works really well.
So the plot itself for this movie, which is like the main story beats, are a bit messy because it's kinda half of a story. Which, that's why it doesn't really pan out. Like, we build up a villain first half of the movie and then he just disappears for the rest of it.
Yeah, that's very funny to be
Which,
fair.
he's gonna be back, obviously. But, like, then we start up... We kinda like build up a villain, drop him, and then start building up a second villain.
Yeah, you like create two plots for the movie.
Yeah.
So you've got like the two tones for both of the for Gwen and Miles, and then you've got two plots for Miles, and it gets all. It becomes a lot
I
because
would
it's
more say we
insane.
have two plots, and the two plots are the Spider-Man Rebellion plot, which is Miles versus O'Hara, and then the Spider-Verse Collapse plot, which is the Spot.
Yes. Yeah, that's the two plots, and then the two tones are, you know, the
Yeah, and then the teams, which is also two of them, are accepting that you need to connect with your family and friends, and secondly, being yourself and forging your own way through life.
yes.
Indeed.
And that gets helped by Hobie. A lot.
Indeed.
Yeah, Hobie plants the seeds of doubt in other people.
So that the rebellion can start.
It's his vibe.
He likes rebellions, okay?
I like to point out that Hobie steals all of the stuff under our noses to make a new dimensional transporter.
Indeed.
Also, he has a different visual style to the portals, because of course it does.
I like it. Acting, I think Klaus wanted to mention something about that.
Gosh, so it's the dads in these movies, man. So in the first one, I've specifically mentioned the scene where Miles' dad is talking to him through the door. And for this one, I would like to mention both of the scenes. The first one where Gwen's dad is going to arrest her, and the second one where he's going to not arrest her and be a dad. Start and end of the story for Gwen there. So the acting of the dads in these movies, it's just great. There's no other like characters I would say are acted badly, but those are standout characters in this series.
Dads.
Now that we're on characters, why not just continue?
Gosh. So
Every character has a personality.
Gosh, every single speaking and some non-speaking characters get given enough time to get their personalities across, which is impressive given the size of the cast in this movie.
Indeed.
Yeah, and it's just impressive given the amount of personalities within the time frame that we have, right?
Yeah.
Film is like what,
Definitely.
an hour, 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours. But like, that's like, I don't know, like 5 minutes per character.
At most,
Tops.
yeah. Some of them only needed a few seconds to get their characteristics across.
Yeah, and that's like impressive.
Yeah.
Same for the designs. Every single one of them has a different design.
Gosh, most of them. Well, I don't know if it's most of them. A fair few of them have the original designs from the comics, and those that don't are significant upgrades over their past designs.
Yeah, indeed.
A prime example being Spider-Man India, who used to not have a great design.
Indeed. And now he looks
Vibrant.
Like a role model.
Speaking of roles, every character has a specific role in this. Gwen mirrors Miles. Very important.
Miles is then the anchor point for the story
Josh?
of the Spot.
Josh. The Spot.
O'Hara is probably like the counterbalance for Miles.
I think O'Hara represents doubt. He represents like Miles doubting himself, like on a deeper level.
Yeah.
The Spot is more of a force of nature, like primal fear, near the end at least. At the start,
Yeah.
it's not.
At the start, he
Yeah.
joke.
Spider-Man India shows us what a Spider-Man is like that hasn't had all of the traumatic events yet. Which is also important. He's showing us what it's like if a Spider-Man doesn't get those, according to Miguel's, mandatory events.
Mom, bro, it's just a canon event. It needed to happen.
And we could go on, but let's Rotato on to design that.
Yeah.
In case you're confused about the difference between design and visuals, the visuals are how it's drawn or modeled, and the design is what are we looking at? How is Mountbatten put together? Like, how does this space elevator elevate? That's the design.
Yeah, and they both look awesome.
Yo,
I especially love the Alchemex building in Mumbattan.
Yeah.
Josh.
Um,
Unfortunately, it does turn into a metaphor for capitalism.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's like there, hanging over half of the city.
Yeah.
And it's not. But it looked beautiful.
Also, they've got lots of traffic.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the futuristic architecture sketch style of O'Hara's universe.
Indeed.
Yeah, I really love the look of the space elevator and like the
Yosh.
way Miles jumps off it.
Kinda mirroring the Leap of Faith.
Yeah, kind of mirroring the leap of faith.
I wanna point out Peter B. Parker is his role in this is being the support that's not accepted. Because Peter B. Parker wants to help Miles at every turn, but either Miles doesn't allow him, or he's stopped by someone else.
Indeed.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Also, I wanted to mention this entire Lego sequence where the spot pops into Lego World was animated by one 14-year-old kid.
Nice.
What?
That's very nice.
Kowalski fact-checked me, because I think I just heard that somewhere, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Interesting. Just as interesting as these visuals.
We started at visuals, my dude. We also started ending this video. See you next time.
Indeed.
Damn it! Damn short-term memory.
I ain't got no memories.